Welcome back, my loyal citizens of Ottawa. GM Yeesh here, and we are up at the start of year 3 with your Ottawa Senators. Now, I ended last video with the huge Ehlers trade, and I was wondering if I overpaid, but you guys fully supported it, with analysts like 6th or 7th stating, the re-signings and trades are exciting, and I am filled with optimism that the ship is turning around. A perfect juxtaposition to the dread and pessimism that follow our real-world trades and lack of re-signings. I'm happy with the Ehlers trade. I see the price is fair considering the impact another basement season would have on morale and what that might mean for guys like Sanford. And I 100% agree. We couldn't afford to have another last place finish. Sanford would not only regress, he might even demand a trade. And the next comment is from Molehill Milk, and he says, "In Yeesh we trust." Love that. Let it roll as is. Seems we have a wealth of high-level prospects to plug the holes. And yeah, I'd say we have at least 4 B-plus level prospects and 2 A-level prospects in Malikov and Volchinkov. So while losing those 2 second-round picks hurts, it's not the end of the world or anything. So go ahead and show you guys the lines we'll be running with to start the season. For the first line, we're going to go with a speedy shutdown line, where I'll be relying on Norris to shoot the puck, Ehlers and Batherson to get him the puck with their speed and puck skills, and hopefully that will get our real scoring line with Sanford away from the other team's top matchups, right? And open up a few more opportunities for that trio. Third line, just a defensively sound line. Donskoy can help out in the PK if need be. Eakin's a big PK guy, and Duclair can hopefully chip in offensively. And the fourth line, I have the 2 veterans centering Quinton Byfield. I'm not sure if he'll make the roster yet, but I intend to give him every opportunity to. Now, there are a ton of potential pairings I can make with this top 4, boys. I absolutely love it. That's why I was okay with having Wolanin be in the top 4, even though he's a left-handed shot, because at some point we might run like this, right? And then it wouldn't make sense to have 2 right-handed shots playing together. But for now, I've just kept it simple and adjusted the top 4 by overall, simply because I don't know if Brandy can handle even top 4 minutes yet. As far as goaltending goes, Sarles will likely be our 1A to start, but it's anyone's net here, boys. I'm willing to ride the hot hand for as long as I have to. Both goalies are in their contract years, I believe. Yeah, 1 year left and 1 year left. So they both have something to prove, and both will get a shot to do just that. So now that I've shown you boys the lines for year 3, let's go ahead and get up to the end of the preseason. We've got some overalls to uncover. I'm very interested in Norris and Batherson, who our assistant coach seems very, very high on, right? So I want to try and understand why he's so high on those 2. Preseason's any indication, boys. I mean, we're gonna be tearing it up here. Player meetings. It's a bit early for Shabbat and Ehlers. Good performances are something that just come naturally to me, obviously. Now, you don't get this from preseason. This might be because he was hurt at the end of last season, and it carried over. So I believe Shabbat likes calming, right? And Ehlers didn't like demanding in the last one, so he should like motivating. My performance lately is something I'm not too proud of. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely left over from injuries from last season. Some weird glitch with the system. Very nice. I will take any opportunity I can to improve the team's morale. Good gosh, we're tearing it up in preseason. 5-1, salary cap compliance. That's fine. We're only like $40,000 above the cap, so even with the Trouba signing, the Ehlers trade, and all that stuff, we just barely hit the cap floor. So Norris led us in points for the preseason. Very nice. Go ahead and look at everyone's overalls here. Were we able to get any uncovered? No, not really. Shabbat still an 89, that's fine. If he can grow to like a 90, 91, that'd be a little better, but not too concerned about that. He's the top 2 defenseman regardless, and he's proven that. So for the first game of the season, boys, the season opener, right, I want to go ahead and do a real-time simulation, which is this kind of style we'll be running whenever we make the playoffs, right? So it's the start of a new era for Canada's capital here, and it's Quinton Byfield's first game. I want to see what this kid is about with my own eyes, boys. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Jeez. Up against Boston, on the road. Come on, boys. New look Ottawa Center. Show them what we're all about. First period. Oh my gosh. DeAndre Sanford opens the scoring. Wayne Simmons on the fourth line. Wayne Train, welcome to Ottawa. Logan Brown on the second line. Batherson on the top line. Let's go, boys. We just chased Rask. I know we did. Second period. All right, all right, all right. Calm her down. 4-1. We're still out shooting Boston 20-17. 4-1 lead heading into the third, boys. Come on, we're not the Toronto Maple Leafs. We can hold this lead. Just keep it safe. Play some safe, solid hockey. Power play, nothing risky, right? Just keep it safe. Get down to the 10-minute mark. There you go. There you go. 10-minute mark. Awesome. Love to see it. Yes, Brady Tkachuk. That's the icing on the cake. That's a dagger. Pour it on him, boys. Keep the scoring up. You'll love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. So I think we got scoring from every line there except the third line. I think it was very spread out. Logan Brown, first star of the game. Brady Tkachuk with a goal and an apple, and Saros held it down in net. Very nice. Byfield with an assist on the Simmons goal in his first career game. So, wow. Okay, I was not expecting that start to the season. So, when I've simulated in past episodes, boys, I've normally gone just month by month, right? Simply because we already knew what the outcome would be. But this year we'll need to pay more attention on a game-by-game basis. So I'll simulate about 3 to 4 games at a time, judge our performance based off that, and make changes if we need to. So go ahead and simulate up to this game against Columbus. I'm hoping for a hot start here, but I'm not going to put too much stock into the start of the season one way or the other, right? I've gone 6-0 and missed the playoffs. I've gone 0-6 and went on to win the Stanley Cup in previous franchise modes. But my gosh, your Ottawa Senators here in year 3. I mean, wow. We are acting like we're shot out of a cannon here, boys. Something to prove. So we're 4 games in. We should have almost everyone's overall uncovered here. So Ehlers looks to be an 86 overall. Only 2 assists, 3 points. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. This first line, it's going to serve as a shutdown line. They might not be the greatest offensively, but if they can keep other teams' top lines off the score sheet, they're doing their jobs. Sanford, 88 overall. He's clearly just an absolute stud, and he's only going to get better. Logan Brown, 84 overall. Very nice. And Brady Tkachuk has grown. I believe he's grown to an 85 overall. I was reading one of the comments, and I saw that someone was saying that Brady Tkachuk contract and Shabbat contracts were spectacular, and I agree. I think we got each of them at least $2 million under market value. Donskoy's an 81. Byfield's a 75. So he's listed as a 4th line forward, and he's point per game. I feel like I have to keep him in the lineup, boys, at least to start out. Shabbat, 89. We knew that. Trouba's an 85. Branny's an 83. Oh my gosh. Did he jump 4 overall in the offseason? I could swear. Oh, excuse me, boys. Something nasty just came out my throat. Jeez. Ugh. I might need to go for some water, boys. Oh my gosh. Power video editing. Hold up. Alright, boys. I'm back. I don't know what that was. Maybe my body's having an allergic reaction to having a winning record. Doesn't know how to handle it. Ugh. Anyway. Alright, we're back. So, Brandy is an 83 overall. Offensive awareness up at an 89. His puck skills are just out of this world, man. 95 passing. That's definitely top 5 for defensemen in this game already. So he's an 83. Lannon's an 84. Do we know what our goalies are? Saros is an 84 and off to an insanely hot start. Fine with keeping him in net for now. Let's get back to simulating. Again, I'm loving this white hot start we're having, boys. But you can't put too much stock into it to try and get up to the end of the month. Teams are still figuring out their lines, new players and new systems. Good gosh, man. Oh, right, scouting. So, I don't plan to spend nearly as much time on scouting as I have in past videos. Obviously, it's something we still need to tackle, right? But we only have that first round pick because we traded away our seconds. Good gosh, what a start to the season. Are you kidding me? So I feel like the scouting can mostly wait until near the end of the season-ish, when we'll have a better idea of where we'll be drafting in that first round. 9-2 in the first month for your Ottawa Senators, boys. Good gosh. So go ahead, take a quick look at the players' stats. Brady Tkachuk leads the team in points, point per game on that second line. That's what I'm saying, boys. We keep the second line away from other teams' top lines, and it opens up offense for them. Yeah. DeAndre Sanford and Brady Tkachuk absolutely lighting it up. And Logan Brown, the pure playmaker between them. I love to see it. Josh Norris, a playmaker on that first line. Really? Batherson scoring. Ehlers. 2 playmakers on that top line. So it looks like we're getting goals from all over. Now, Quinton Byfield is listed as a other forward. So that might mean I need to send him down so that I don't stun his growth, right? Although he's a +5, boys. I don't know. Am I stunting his growth by leaving him up? He has 4 points in 11 games, but I'm pretty sure those 4 points were in like the first 4 games of the season, right? He's a +5. Do I want to ruin... Ooh. Alright, let me think, boys. Let me think. Quinton Byfield. That's the big decision. We have 4 days until our next game, and I did some pre-scouting just in case he wasn't ready for the for his replacement, right? Just in case he wasn't ready. Let's see. Yeah, here he is. Joe Pavelski, 36 years old. You know what, boys? I don't want to ruin Byfield's development. I'm going to go ahead and sign Pavelski, right? He's 36, but he can still definitely play a 4th line role for us. And I know people might be saying I'm throwing out too much money with the Ehlers trade, the Trouba signing, the Ehlers trade, but I think we're like $40,000 over the cap or something, right? So again, I'm spending like pennies. I'll go ahead and simulate up to the next game, bare minimum. Pavelski accepted the offer, boys. I mean, we're 9-2, man. Do I really want to? All right. Let me think. Do I really want to? Quinton Byfield. He has a goal and 3 apples. You know what, boys? I feel. No. You want to win this season, but you don't need to risk everything, and you don't want to ruin your chance of becoming a contender just to have this kid play 4th line minutes. Give him a year to develop in the juniors. You can call him up next season. He will be ready. He will be that much better for it. And we're not going to make or break the playoffs, or make or miss, rather, based off of Byfield and the 4th line production. So there we go. I'll go ahead and call up Joe Pavelski. And I will slot him into that 4th line center role. There we go. Very nice. Glad to have you join the team, Joe. Honor you chose to offer me that contract. You won't regret it. Oh, his favorite teammate is Erik Karlsson over in San Jose. Alright, there we go. Let's get back to simulating, boys. We're off to a very hot start here. White hot start. So I want to see if we can go... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go up to the game. Let's go up to the next game against Toronto here. See where we stand. Kings are a very, very bad team this season. We take a loss to them. I hope I didn't absolutely ruin the team's chemistry by sending Byfield down, boys, but I don't see any reason to potentially ruin our #1 center's development, right? If he's only going to be playing 4th line minutes, I feel like, and his role isn't an NHLer, I feel like there's no reason to force him into the lineup. Go another 4 games this season, get some more stats scouted out. Players want to meet with me. What's up, boys? Talk to me. I'm not one to usually complain, but my lack of ice time is starting to bug me. How much is he getting played here? 11 minutes a game. Does he like demanding? He does like demanding. I'll see about getting Pavelski some more ice time, boys. I like the way the team's clicking here. Byron Dillon, that's an AHL injury. AHL team's struggling to start out here. Not in love with that. Good gosh, we are just absolutely tearing it up. Darn it, another prospect got hurt. So AHL team, it's a lot of young guys getting adjusted to handling the bigger minutes. I wasn't able to go out and sign absolute studs for the AHL squad, so they're going to have to get used to playing those heavier minutes. I'm hoping a couple guys are ready to step up, like Formanton, Byron Dillon here, a couple other guys. We got this kid, Joe Sakic comparison. I'm hoping for a big year from Jason Guerin. So let's see. And yeah, Fitzpatrick and Malikov, very nice. So Ehlers, 11 points. Norris has 17 points in 23 games. He is absolutely lighting it up. Batherson has 10 goals in 23 games. Batherson is an absolute stud. Sanford does what he does. I mean, good gosh, this top 6 is already fantastic. So I need to get Pavelski's overall scouted out. That's a big Big deal. I believe I'm giving him penalty kill minutes, right? So Cody Eakin is absolutely crushing it on that third line. So you know what? Let's go ahead and put Pavelski with his old San Jose Shark teammate. Try and get him a little more ice time. I don't want anyone getting upset. I love the team success here, boys. The Ottawa Senators here in year 3, boys. We have arrived. Are you kidding me? 17-7-1 through the first 2 months of the season. So Yanni Rutu, where is he? All right, he's right here. Oh, yep. Boys, what I say? Hold up, boys. Check this out. Jason Guerin. Remember, boys, I called it in the last video. There are some prospects that just grow differently than others. Jason Guerin grows differently than other prospects. This kid is an absolute gem. He just grew 3 overall, boys. Go back and look at the film. Last time I edited the lines, he was a 72, he's a 75, and he's only going to get better. This kid is going to be NHL ready by the end of the season, and the way it's looking, we need that extra scoring in the playoffs. I don't know. So, oh, that's bad. Anthony Duclair goes down with an injured groin. I believe if I replace him, it's going to be Jimmy Hayes, so I will get him some ice time. I want to get the Scratches some ice time, try and keep them healthy. So let's go up to the 10th here against St. Louis. Another AHL injury. Yeah, AHL injuries are ruining our AHL team here. All right, Duclair is back. Very nice. So Pavelski is an 82 overall. Okay. I was kind of worried, like, low-key, that he was above an 83 overall. I was accidentally breaking my own rule. I didn't think about that. But I felt pretty confident he wasn't, because he wasn't asking for that much, right? So Pavelski seems to be a downgrade from Byfield. He seemed to have driven that 4th line. If we need to move on from Pavelski, if he's not the answer, we can always move him at the deadline. I want to hold on to him for a little longer. This third pairing's doing their job, boys. What I say, if the third pairing can just be even or only -2 or 3, then they're doing their job. Branny's having a good start to the season. Shabbat having a Norris caliber season. Norris has slowed down a bit. Sanford, he's having a great season. And Kachuk is really stepping it up. So I love the production we're getting there. Let's go up to the month of January here and see where we stand. If we have a strong month of January, I feel like, yeah. We're starting to come back down to earth a little bit here, boys. 3-2 overtime loss. I was going to say, we need to have a strong last 2-3 months of the season. Jason Guerin, he's still 75 overall. Right, Pullman's back. So let's go ahead, give him top 4. Yeah. I had Borowiecki as a spare, boys, but I don't plan on using him that often. There we go. Just because he takes so many penalty minutes, right? He's just someone we need to fill the roster in the AHL squad. All right, so the NHL team, boys, they seem to be in a bit of a rut. Oh, hold up. Power of video editing. Gotta stop and see who's at the door. I think it's the mailman. Sorry about that, boys. Got some mail arriving. So I went ahead and put Branny on the top pairing. We're 1-6-3 in our last 10. Changes need to be made. I'm thinking of promoting the second line to the top line, but I'm going to give the top line a couple more games here, try and figure things out right. They've still had a lot of success being that shutdown pairing, and I'm not sure this first line, or rather the scoring line, will have the same kind of success it would have as the first line. So Pavelski is clearly struggling, right? I'm going to switch him and Cody Eakin and see if this third line can get some chemistry going, and have the fourth line be a bit more defensive. Just try and switch things up a little, right, boys? I don't want to make too drastic of a change here, but it's clearly something needs to change. We're actually not in a playoff spot right now. Our division is insanely strong, and we are 1 point out of the wild card spot, but we have 2 games in hand, so we have plenty of time to turn it around here. And remember, we have a lot of young guys, so we're only going to get better as the season progresses, right? They're going to grow in overall. They're going to get better, more veteranized, right? So I'll go ahead. There we go, boys. Huge win against Washington. We need that win against Montreal. At this time of the year, it's a bit early still, but you start to pay a little bit more attention to the games, right? Game by game, who's playing who. Oh my gosh, the Islanders are awful. They are absolutely brutal. They had the 2nd and 4th picks, and they still can't turn it around. Come on. If we can't beat the Kings, there's a problem. So Gustafsson, he had a minor injury. I'm just checking everyone's overall here. 20 goals. All right, Pavelski might need. We might need to trade Pavelski, boys. I don't know. If he can't, if he just doesn't fit the team, we might need to move him. Let's see. Brandy on that top pairing. True. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Go ahead. Brock Nelson. No, we need a fourth line center from the looks of it. 7-4 loss. I'll go one more game here. If we lose this game against Arizona, yeah. All right. Clearly, you need to stop, make some changes. Ooh, we're now. Ugh. I mean, we're outside of a playoff spot, but we still have 2 games in hand, and good gosh, our division is absolutely stacked. Good gosh. I mean, look at this. A wild card spot, the second wild card spot would be 3rd place in every other division in the league. That is ridiculous. The Eastern Conference is absolutely loaded this season, boys. You know what? Let's go ahead, give this first line a couple games here. I'll move this back to where it was, and I will go ahead. Let's see, Truba, Shabbat. Go ahead. I need to play Branny, right? So let's go ahead. What do I do here? I'll keep these pairings as is. Holden's losing morale, but he's only -2, so I'm gonna keep him right there until Holden becomes like minus a lot, or minus like 5, 7, until he's dragging that 3rd pairing down. I will keep him in the lineup. I'll go a couple games like this, boys. Let's try and get up to the All-Star break. I might stop the video here because we'll have some huge decisions to make. But yeah. I think we might have to stop the video here. Yeah, your Ottawa Senators, 23. Come on, huge game against Anaheim. Let's go on a win streak here. I don't know, boys. I might have to stop the video. I'll go ahead and check the prospect growth, though, right? I'll check where we are in the standings. I'll check the goals for, goals against. Maybe you guys see something I'm missing here. So we're only 6 points out of a playoff spot with 2 games in hand. Our division is absolutely loaded, right? And we need to try and figure out how to turn this team around, right? Let's see, 43 points. Go ahead, look at player stats. The answer to me seems pretty obvious. We need a 4th line center. What's his face? Pavelski isn't fitting the team, right? -8. I think that's team worst -8. Let's see. Yeah, Pavelski's a team worst -8. Bobby Ryan's only a -2. I don't think he's the problem. I'll go ahead. Let's see. I'll sort by points here. Sanford leads the team in points. Batherson, Brady Tkachuk are up there. Josh Norris, Logan Brown, Duclair, Ehlers, Donskoy. I feel like everyone's performing up to standard. I'll go ahead, check the team stats real quick just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. So I'll go ahead and sort entire league. Goals for per game. Where do we rank? Goals for per game. I think we're in the top half, I want to say. Here we are. Ottawa Senators. Yeah, we're top half in the league. Goals against per game. I want to say we're pretty decent there too, right? Yeah. We're not top, but we're up there. A fantastic power play, so that's good. A fantastic penalty kill. Let's see. Yeah, it's top in the league, and we don't seem to take a lot of penalties. All right, power play percentage. We have a top 5 power play, so I don't think special teams are hurting us, boys. It seems to be even strength. You know what? I should have checked our goalies. Is one goalie? I should give you guys every option available here to help me out. So Saro seems to be the guy to go to. Gustafsson for a backup goalie, perfectly fine. 12 games, 6 wins, perfectly content with that. If he can win one and lose one, I'm perfectly okay with that. Saros is having a fantastic season. 920 save percentage is huge. Maybe we should run with him a little more than we are, right? But I don't want to wear him down. I do think teams in our division are going to fall off a bit, boys. But we probably need to make a trade for a 4th line center, I feel, right? Someone who can have good defensive categories. I'll go ahead. Let's sift through the prospects, right? See if there's any major growth amongst anyone. Malakoff grew to a 73. So Malakoff seems to be finding his game. That's huge. Where Urutu, Formanton could be ready for an NHL spot, right? But I don't think we need that depth sniper. Correct me if I'm wrong. Guerin, here we go, boys. Guerin. Jason Guerin is NHL ready. He's listed as a third-line sniper. Do I call him up? Does he replace Bobby Ryan? Do I leave him down there? Is he not what we need right now, boys? Do we need something else? I feel like we need a fourth-line center. We can make the playoffs, boys. We are right there with the best of the best. We're only going to get better as the season progresses, right? We're in the playoff hunt. I wanted to get up the trade deadline if possible, but clearly this is the place to stop the video, right? We're right in the thick of the playoff race. We're on a 2-game win streak, so maybe we don't make line changes, but clearly a trade or something needs to happen to really put us over the edge, right? Boys, I need your help here. I'm not quite sure what to do. I think we need a fourth-line center, but maybe I'm missing something really obvious. Let me know, boys. We'll figure it out together, and your Ottawa Senators will continue the playoff push in the next episode.